So you got your new business all set up, you're ready to go, you start some advertising, you sit back and you wait for the phone to ring. And guess what? All you get is crickets. Does that sound like you? I bet it does. Well, we have some really great information to share with you today. If that sounds like you, stick around because we've got a lot of great information to share about marketing, and we have some shocking information that you won't want to miss out on. Well, hi, welcome to Akamai Chats. My name is Anna Kamai, and on our channel, we help you with some tips and some strategies to market your business and to start a business, whether it's pre or post retirement and you want to start a new business. Well, we've got you covered. So stick around because we've got some great things to cover. First of all, I want to start out with a brand new business. So like I said in the beginning, you start your brand new business, you're so excited and you do some marketing and then you spend some more money on marketing and you spend some more money on marketing and then you're like, then you give up because it's like, okay, advertising doesn't work. Well, the reason for that, there is a big reason for that, and I think I talk about this all the time, is that when you are a brand new business, you have to educate the customer, educate your public, your audience. Who are you? What do you do? What do you do that's different? Why should I do business with you? Why should I trust you? Are you going to be a scammer like everybody else? So these are some of the huge obstacles that you have to overcome as a new business. And let me tell you, it takes some money and it takes some time and it takes some effort. Okay. So one of the things that you can do as a new business when you are trying to get some new customers, I have people calling me all the time in my, in my marketing firm. They're a brand new business and they want to do a whole bunch of advertising and then they do it for a few months and then they quit because they're like, this is unsustainable. I just can't keep pouring money into it. Well, a good strategy for when you are a new business is to spend some money. If you can get your hands on some, even if it's like $500 a month, just start some small advertising. So come up with a strategy, and it needs to be a multi-prong strategy. So you've got your digital strategy, you've got your local strategy, and then you've got your activities in the community, right? Some they call it grassroots marketing, but you can do some, like, go to farmers markets and pass out your flyers or have a booth at a farmers market, right? So these are some of the things that you can do. So first of all, to do some kind of advertising, the first thing you need to do when you are starting a new business is I always tell you this, you need to put in time or money, right? Your marketing is going to cost you time or money. So if you don't have the money, you've got to put in the time, you've got to do it yourself. So what does that look like? What that looks like is setting up your Facebook page, setting up your Instagram, setting up your LinkedIn for Business page. Now, when you do it on Instagram, it can't be it can't be a personal account. It needs to be a business account. So you've got to set it up as Instagram for Business, because from Meta, that's what Meta, it's the name of the company, right? But when you go to the Meta business platform, you can connect your Facebook to your Instagram. So when you post something, it'll post to both at one time, because it takes a lot of time to go and do one and one and one and one. And then, you're going to do your LinkedIn, but you obviously can't connect LinkedIn to Facebook because it's not the same company. Okay, so those are like the basic things. And then the other thing you got to do as a new business is set up your Google business page and flesh it out. Write down all the services that you do. And here's a hint. Okay, so you can go to one of your competitors and you can borrow their business descriptions. These are like keywords, right? All of their services, if they put down all the services that they do, if you do those, put them on yours. Their business description, look at how they describe it, and go look at the highest ranking competitor, because that's like SEO for Google My Business or Google Business Profile. So and see what they do and put it on your page. Go set up your Google Business Profile and post to it. and also share it with the people you know. Share your profile with your customers so they can leave you reviews, because reviews are very helpful in establishing credibility and also with the Google ranking. Okay, so those are the basic things that you can do, that you can put in the time to do. When you've got that started, you can, let's say you do some Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads, Facebook is an animal in itself. It's just complex. They're constantly changing, and you have to understand how you have to understand about audiences and things like that, and how Facebook distributes your information to people with the interests that are uh, have commonality with what you do for your business. Okay, so and then go to Udemy, udemy.com, and go look up a video, a training video on how to do Facebook ads. Watch it over and over again, because at first it can be daunting, but eventually you'll get it. Okay, so you can do some Facebook advertising. So you've got your business set up, you've got your channel set up, then do some Facebook advertising. You can literally do like $40 a week, and you don't have to do it every day. You can do it like just in a part of the week. Okay, so then you can do Facebook ads. So that's your digital presence. You've got digital presence set up. Then the next thing you're going to do is do some networking, or maybe do some flyers and spread it around your neighborhood, or just like stuff like that, depending on what kind of business you are. That you may not want to do door-to-door flyers if you want to be seen as an established business. But if you do like something like landscaping, or home services, there's a lot of people that go door to door. Home services, the solar guys always go door to door. I'm always getting I'm always getting like the cable guys wanting me to switch. It's whatever. So you could do that, and then so have many things and many irons in the fire when it comes to your marketing, because you cannot depend on one channel to bring you all your business. Like that's what I said in the beginning, right? You spend money on advertising, you sit back and you wait. You cannot sit back and wait. You have to take a proactive approach to your marketing, especially when you are a brand new business. Okay, so then what if you are like some mistakes that an established business makes? What kind of mistakes do they make? Well, I see this all the time is, so they go gung-ho and they do all this advertising, and then they get cocky and they think we don't need to advertise anymore because everybody knows us. Wrong. There's a thing called the curve of forgetfulness, and the curve used to be pretty big, back when I started in marketing like 300 years ago. But the curve of forgetfulness is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, because people just get inundated with marketing messages like everywhere. Like it's unavoidable. Everywhere you go, you get advertising, advertising, advertising. So the people with the loudest and biggest voice always gets the attention. So if you have if you're like a mid-sized business and you've got a robust campaign going, don't let your foot off the gas, because the main thing that you're doing when you're marketing is you are establishing trust, you're building your credibility, and you are building your brand so that people recognize it. So let's say you have like your electrical contractor, and you have your name on your truck. You've got like 4 trucks in your area, and you feel like, yeah, we got this. That's our marketing. It's that's not really marketing. It's just, like, oh yeah, I saw your truck. It's brand recognition. It's not marketing. Okay. If they see the name on your truck, that's all it is a name on your truck. They don't know anything about what you do, or what you do better than anybody else. They don't know anything about your pricing. They don't know nothing about your business, except that you are an electrician. Okay, so stop calling the wrap around your truck marketing, because it isn't. All right, so they go and they build they build a huge brand, right? A solid brand. They've got a lot of customers coming in. Their business is growing, and they decide, yeah, you know what, let's cut back on our marketing because we're doing really well. That is not the time to cut back on your marketing. Maybe you can cut back on a couple of different channels, but don't cut out all of your marketing. Don't cut your local advertising is really important if you are like a services-based business. Unless you are an online business, you've got to do local advertising. Let's just put that out there. Okay. And so when it comes to marketing and advertising, you build this, like, let's say you build this mountain of equity, right? And if you're standing on the top of that mountain, number two wants that mountain. So the minute you let your foot off the gas, number two is going to put his foot on the accelerator and he's going to take your mountain. So you cannot let up on your advertising. You want to get cocky or whatever, like, oh, yeah, advertising, I'm good. No, because everything has a season, right? And everything is impacted by the economic environment, whether it's, like a pandemic, or if it's, um, you know, the inflation rate, the rate of inflation, the jobs market, all of these economical factors play a part in people's spending. And we already know that. So that's why you cannot get too cocky and stop advertising. Okay. So that's a huge mistake that I see mid-sized businesses make. Now, what kind of mistakes do the big guys make? Well, let's talk about not the mistakes that they make, but let's talk about what they do right. Because my brother he used to be, I don't know if he does anymore, kind of old, but when he was younger, he was a volleyball player, and he's really, really big into volleyball, and he was very good. He was very good from high school, and then from high school he went into the Air Force, and he got a spot on the Air Force volleyball team, which is a highly coveted thing because there's only so many people on the team, right? And so his coach in high school told him that if he wants to get better at volleyball, he needs to play with people that are better than him so that he can mimic what they do and he can be challenged. And that's how you get better, is you play with people who are better than you. So if you are a mid-sized business and you want to be one of the big guys, mimic what they do, right? In everything that they do. And one of the things that they do is they don't let their foot off the gas on their marketing. So here in Las Vegas, we've got some pretty huge advertisers, as you can imagine. Now, I'm not talking about like MGM, and I see a lot of advertising for MGM. They want people to come and spend money in their casinos, and you've got all the shows and stuff. But I'm talking about like individual businesses. We have a personal injury attorney. His name is Nakvi, and he is everywhere. He's like literally everywhere. And in the 5 years that I've been here, I've seen him grow, and he has not let his foot up off the gas. And this guy spends a ton. I'm not even going to tell you how much it is, but he spends a ton of money in this market. Now, Las Vegas is about maybe 2-3 million, maybe we're about 3 million people. And so he's number one. When you think of personal injury, you always think of Nakvi, because he's everywhere. He's on TV, he's on cable, he's on radio, he's on billboards. He's everywhere, and he does digital marketing. He's like, I'm not even kidding. He's everywhere. So you want to be number one, because who's number two underneath Nakvi? If you're in Vegas, I bet you can't name the number two, because everybody else is number two. There's number one, and then there's everybody else. So really, that's how it works in marketing. If you want to own that, if you want to own that space, whatever industry that you're in, you always want to be number one. And do you think he's going to let up anytime soon? No, he's not, because he built that mountain and he wants to sit on the top of it. Okay. And then we have Zero Res. Zero Res is a carpet cleaning company. From what I understand, they're not the best, but they're the most popular because, again, they're everywhere. They've got their trucks wrapped. They've got TV, radio, billboards. They've got all of it, right? And they've built that over time. And if they pull back on their marketing, the curve of forgetfulness is going to play a part, and people are going to think of the next guy that's in line. There's a little company. They do air conditioning, and they decided to do a complete rebrand of their air conditioning. And now I see them all over the place, right? So I did have one more example. Let me check my. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the one. Okay. So there's zero res and everybody else. There's Gettle and everybody else. So you don't want to be everybody else, right? So you copy what the big guys do, but you don't go broke doing it. But if you can own something, that's the strength of marketing, is owning whatever your strength is, whatever your niche is. Okay, so let's say you do carpet cleaning like zero res, right? So you can't, like, if you can't beat him at his number one position, then you go for something that he can't do. Like, let's say I have a friend that owns it started out as carpet cleaning, but now he cleans all kinds of surfaces, all kinds. So his niche, his marketing position is that we clean all surfaces. Not We don't just do carpet, but we can do flooring, we can do upholstery, we can clean your patio tiles, we can clean your garage. We do what do you call that, the steam cleaning, pressure washing. They can pressure wash your garage. So any surface they can clean. So if you find the thing in your business that you are like just like top notch at, own that. Okay. And throw whatever kind of money and effort at it as you can. So the difference between, like the really big guys and the really brand new guys is that the brand new guys have the opportunity to do face-to-face marketing. Right. So I talked about networking. I talked about joining the chamber and networking groups. There's a plethora of networking groups out there. Like I belong to Business Networking International. It's called BNI. So, you can belong to things like that as you grow your business. But the main message that I'm giving you is never let your foot off the gas. As a small business, start small and just keep at it. Just keep chipping away at it. Okay. So really, that's what I had to share with you guys. And, the big, like, shocking information is that you can't ever stop advertising. You just cannot. As a marketer of 24 years, I'm telling you, and I've seen it time and time and time again, you cannot stop marketing. You can maybe pull back a little bit, but you have to really prioritize what it is that you're pulling back. Maybe you've got some waste, right? You're doing this mailer and you can't track it and you don't know if it's making an impact on your business. Try cutting that out. It's the same thing like food elimination, right? So like if somebody says that, oh, the doctor says you have an allergy, you cut out everything and introduce one food at a time to see if you're allergic to it. Well, it's the same thing with marketing. Is like, if you can't track it, you pull one thing out at a time and see how it impacts your business. Just do that for like a month. And okay, if it hasn't impacted our calls or our contacts or whatever, then we can do without that mailer. Right. So that's an example of how you kind of, if you need to systematically cut back, then that's how you do it. You just peel back one little thing at a time, but don't ever cut off your main, oh, I got to cut back on my expenses, so I'm going to cut my biggest thing. No, you cut back a little by little and then do your measurement and analyze the results to see how it impacted your business. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you learned a few things from this marketing lesson for new and existing businesses. My name is Annie Kamai, and I really appreciate you watching all the way to the end. You please leave me some comments. I have to remind you guys to leave me comments because, like, while I'm talking about stuff, if you have a question, put it in the comments, because right now my channel is super small, so I can answer everybody's comments. I can reply to them all, but like when I'm like one of the big guys and I got to get somebody else to do it for me. Not kids, just kidding. I don't know, whatever's. So anyways, thank you again. I appreciate you. And I am looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great one. Bye for now.